What's up, you nerds? So, you don't know how to use a TARDIS. Huh. Since you're watching this video, I'm assuming that's the case. So, I'm Dyer. I'm the owner of the TARDIS LifeSteal SMP Minecraft server. In this video, I will show you how to use a TARDIS, how to fly it, how to grow rooms, how to use some basic commands, pretty much to get you on the ground running. So, I'm going to jump over to a fresh account, and let's start from there. Let's go. Alright, so here I am on a fresh account with a C block. So, what you want to do is get into the wild. That's your first step. So, second step is to place it. It will say in the chat, you have placed a TARDIS C block. Next, you want to take your gold nugget, either one generated by the TARDIS plugin, a regular gold nugget, or the one that you automatically get upon first join, labeled key. Then all you want to do is right click. The bar at the top of your screen will tell you how long the TARDIS has to spawn, and so all you basically have to do is just sit and wait. It's boring, I know, so let us cut to when the TARDIS is actually materializing in. Alright, so the TARDIS is just about to spawn in. Yep, there. So, it will start playing these sounds, if you can hear them. So all we have to do now is just wait for it to complete its materialization cycle. Like so. Then to enter the TARDIS, you just right click the door with your gold nugget. Like so. And then to enter, just walk in. Simple as that. Now, so this is where it becomes the fun bits. Say you're not totally satisfied with how your TARDIS looks when you immediately get it. I, of course, got the plank C block when I first spawned in, but after some grinding some money off camera, I managed to get a few more TARDIS crate keys from the key shop. Swart Key Shop is where you would go for that. So let's just say you're not totally satisfied. It is possible to change for now, but we'll use this console as an example for what you can expect your TARDIS to do. So you're entered in, you got a fresh slate. Now you got to turn it on. See this web button? Take your gold nugget. Artron capacitor is on. Now, Artron energy is very important to have on the TARDIS LifeSteal SMP. It's basically the lifeblood of the TARDIS. It allows you to travel, grow rooms, basically allows the TARDIS to TARDIS. So the way you get more Artron energy is by feeding regular vanilla Minecraft items into the Artron capacitor. So say I take these totems of undying, if it will let me, and it will condense them into 15,000 Artron. Now these could be anything: stone, dirt, wood, totems of undying, as you just saw. Pretty much almost any Minecraft item will work. Some give more Artron energy than others. Some give less. So, hopefully that sums up Artron energy. If it doesn't, feel free to let me know in the in-game chat or make a ticket on the Discord. Link will be in the description, as well as to any other people who are stumbling upon this video for the first time. The IP for the SMP will be in the description as well. So, now you want to start. So say now you want to start traveling. Cool. So these repeaters on the console are your distance multipliers, basically. The one facing the door is your world selector. So the first tick is your overworld, nether, the end, and any other worlds enabled by the server. But because so the server does not have any custom worlds enabled right now. It used to, but it was taking up too much memory. So so for now, all you need to worry about is traveling in the overworld, nether, or end. Take 1, 2, and 3 respectively. We'll just leave it at overworld for now. The rest of the repeaters are your X, Y, and Z coordinates. So if you maximize all these out, it determines how far your TARDIS will travel in each direction. The stone button here is your coordinate selector. So let's just say you're trying to get to a specific set of coordinates within a given range. Let's go to those. Since let's use 3,627, X, Y, 63, and Z, negative 2,895, respectively, in the overworld. Once you're ready to start traveling and you have your coordinates locked in, press the handbrake, the lever. It will start playing. It will start the dematerialization sequence, and it will say in chat, handbrake off, entering the time vortex. Now, you won't be able to do. You won't be able to leave the TARDIS until it finishes its materialization cycle. Also, just a fun fact, if you have a wood button next to the door in your console, that is your area scanner. You click it and it will bring up your next area details. So for example, it shows the world, the coordinates, the TARDIS direction, the river that we spawn in, time of day, weather, humidity, temperature, and if there's any nearby entities, like players, mobs, etc. So, once the TARDIS lands, you can't immediately go out the door. You need to engage the handbrake. To engage it, left-click it. And to go back into the time vortex, right-click it. That basically sums up traveling in a nutshell. And if you step out, you'll see that we have traveled. Now, this is where we get into some of the more advanced mechanics of TARDIS. Starting with the chameleon circuit. So, the chameleon circuit basically changes how your exterior TARDIS looks like. So, the default setting is the factory. What this is, basically. Now, the server has a wide variety of chameleon circuit options, and I'll show you how to access those right now. So you need to go to the sign on your console that basically flashes a lot of text. One being Archon energy, your maximum remaining, and your percentage. Your world coordinates basically flashes between these two screens. You need to right click it and it will bring up this GUI. It brings up your save locations, your fast return, TARDIS area, any TARDIS areas the server has set up. You can also do saves, your desktop theme, grow any rooms. Yeah, pretty much any of these. The first thing we'll start with is the chameleon circuit. So you need to come here in the TARDIS control menu, click this, and then you want to click on Short It Out. This will bring up all the different chameleon presets that the server has. Now, in the actual TARDIS plugin, these are all that you can have as default. There are options to create server custom, but we're not going to do that. We're not. That's a whole different can of worms. So all these would generate a 3x3x3 TARDIS exterior, just like the factory setting. That is automatically generated. Now, if you want something a bit smaller, you can go to page 2, and you can select all these custom colored police boxes, as well as this custom weeping angel. So for our purposes, let's just go with the black police box. It will say in chat, chameleon preset, set to black police box. So you need to close the menu, go to rebuild, it will say in chat the TARDIS police box was rebuilt, and if we go out, if the server will let us, stand by, it's lagging, oh, yeah, so it might say you cannot do that while the TARDIS is materializing. It's just because of server lag. It's Minehut limitations. We're planning on upgrading the server plan in the future, but that's off topic. That's for way down the way. We might get timed out here. Alright, so I ended up fixing the problem. So I recant my last statement. So you don't want to go to the actual rebuild button. You actually want to click the apply now button to rebuild the TARDIS exterior with current settings. So if you have say the black police box item selected under sorted out, you need to click apply now. So let's go out and see the changes. See? The TARDIS police box has been changed to black instead of the factory setting. So, I'll show you guys now how to change the desktop theme. Oh, that's a problem. I'll be right back. Alright, so I ended up fixing the problem. So I recant my last statement. So you don't want to go to the actual rebuild button. You actually want to click the apply now button to rebuild the TARDIS exterior with current settings. So if you have say the black police box item selected under sorted out, you need to click apply now. So let's go out and see the changes. See? The TARDIS police box has been changed to black instead of the factory setting. So I'll show you guys now how to change the desktop theme. Oh, that's a problem. I'll be right back. So I think I fixed the problem. It was just a permissions error. Let's see here. Okay, now. Yes. So now y'all have access to change your TARDIS consoles. So say you don't like your current desktop, pretty much. You need to go to desktop theme, and now you can select all of these from all these consoles, pretty much, except the originals. Let's go with Supersize Deluxe. I like that. So, for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to do the default wall and floor blocks. The TARDIS will automatically teleport you to the most safe place for you to stand while the TARDIS reconstructs itself. This process takes a bit of time as the new thing generates. Now, you don't specifically need to choose the Super Size Deluxe. For example, I'm a player who likes big, like grand, big. I like big spaces. I don't feel like feeling cramped. And the bigger TARDIS, while it does do the job, is too small for me. So, Supersized Deluxe, for example, is the console that I'll be using from here on out in order to show the rest of the tutorial with. And don't worry, guys, I will be cutting this video up and posting the actual timestamps in the actual Discord. So if you are watching from the Discord, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Anyways, so as the TARDIS grows, as long as your bottom floor has generated, you're able to move around freely. But if you're, but I probably wouldn't recommend it. So I'll just rant while the TARDIS grows. People, the plugin is a lot more simpler than people like to make out. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm making this tutorial. It's also because the one that's currently on the Discord is about 9 years out of date. While it does, while the topics of traveling in the TARDIS in that video do stand up to today's standards, things like actually making the TARDIS in the first place and growing rooms, for example, don't work in that video compared to today. So that's why I'm making this place. The TARDIS will tell you when all this has grown. So should be any moment now, honestly. And it should also be known that this tutorial is not just one console specific. It's for every single TARDIS that you can think of. So traveling is still the same for pretty much all the TARDISes. Growing rooms is the same. Different consoles are pretty much the same. Pretty much all that jazz. There isn't really much conflict, I want to say. So, yeah. So it looks like the TARDIS, it looks like almost the new room is done, and there it goes. It will say in chat, the desktop theme has been changed, and you're now able to use your new TARDIS console. So, now say you want to build a room. So you need to go up to the architectural reconfiguration system. In, of course, the TARDIS control menu. The button is labeled ARS. It's a orange button. So from here, you just want to click on load map, and it will show it will bring up a grid, and your console will be represented here in this 2x2 pattern. Each of these selections are basically your doorways on your console, or in your TARDIS. So this is one section. This is one doorway, two doorway. Rinse and repeat, pretty much. So to grow a room, you need to click load map, and then let's just choose a room for shits and giggles. Let's go with just a simple passive way. So all you need to do is click on an empty slot, click the room that you want to grow from this bottom row here, and it will show up here. But you're not done yet, so don't exit out. Now you want to come over to here and click reconfigure, and each room will also have each type of room that you can grow and is archon cost. So you want to keep so it's best to keep fueling up your TARDIS everywhere you go. And so the passage will cost 200 Archon energy. Fine by me. Click reconfigure, and it will start growing. Now you're able to grow up to 16 rooms at any given time, but you cannot grow new rooms once all your rooms that you're currently growing have finished. So because I have this passageway going, I cannot go in and build an aquarium in this slot here. Yeah, it will say in chat, you cannot grow any more rooms until the current reconfiguration has finished. So going from there, that pretty much wraps it up for what you can do like inside the TARDIS physically. So I guess now is just some brief bullet points. You can select this button here to go to a random location. It will also be your world selector. You can also, it's the equivalent of the stone button. You also have your fast return, so this basically is /back. So you click this to go back to your previous location travel in your TARDIS, pretty much. Your save locations are places that you do, so it's TARDIS save, and then location name. So let's just say this location as test. It will say location test was saved successfully, and now you're able to access it from the TARDIS saves. It will also have your home location, the first place that you actually built your TARDIS from, saved automatically. Now to go to a TARDIS area, these are the 5 that are currently available. Now, before I go traveling to any of these, TARDIS areas are areas set up by the server, so you don't have to feed items to your TARDIS to gain Archon energy. Archon energy is on your TARDIS is basically charged on Archon energy at these TARDIS areas. So there's 4 areas at spawn and the Coliseum. Let's go to the Mob Coliseum. If there's enough room for parking, it will say either your TARDIS was approved, as shown in chat, or it will probably say something along the lines of, your TARDIS was not approved for parking at X location. Please choose another location to park in. So let's go to the Coliseum. Oh, this is new, actually, this is a first. I've never experienced something like this, so it's probably a good thing that this happened. So when that happens, your TARDIS will go to a different location entirely. Ah, God, these noises. Yeah, so when TARDIS does that, it will just randomly go to a different location in total. It's no big deal. So let's just try this again. Let's worry about it. If it happens 2 for 2. Nope, good. So that was probably a good thing that that happened, honestly. So as you saw, your beacon goes red, fireworks go off, you get the nausea effect, but it's nothing really harmful. Yeah, as you can see from my Archon levels, I used 10,000 to grow the new TARDIS, and then I'm using a bit to travel. So, if you see on the Archon energy, actually, now that I'm looking at it, you see Time Lord 25. That's basically Archon energy that you get from, that basically accumulates as you explore the world. And as you can hear, people are killing the Ender Dragon. I should point that out. So to supercharge your TARDIS, all you need to do is shift right click, and it'll say that you have charged your Archon energy capacitor to X%. So now if we engage the handbrake, go out, you'll see we are now at the Mom Coliseum at this TARDIS area. So, what else is there left to cover? I actually don't know. Apart from that, there's a bit more advanced things that you can do, like using the TARDIS travel command. You're able to travel to TARDIS areas, go to specific biomes that you want to. You can't go to players, as I disabled that to discourage TP killing with a TARDIS. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Siege mode is pretty self-explanatory. You turn it on, no one can enter or exit. It turns your TARDIS back into a block, so other players can interact with it, they can pick it up, but you're basically stuck. So unless if you want other people carrying your TARDIS around, I'd leave that off. Yeah, that pretty much sums up this tutorial. If there's anything that I may have left out that you guys want covered, actually, no, I haven't left everything out. So let's actually try traveling to the end. So you want to set your world selector to 3 ticks or 4. Click the stone button, and it should generate coordinates for the end. I'm pretty sure. Come on, lag, work with me here. Stand by, it's, oh, the nether. Okay, that's weird. Aha, so I think you want to have it set to 4 ticks for the end, it looks like. So now that we have the world, the end, it will travel to the main. We will travel to the main end island, where everyone is trying to kill the dragon. It seems like. So let's go pay them a visit. Also, I will point out this selfless pug. There's currently a boss vote on the Discord that closes on September 18th. No time in particular, just September 18th by the end of the day in Eastern Standard Time. So be sure to vote which boss you want to see. It's in the boss voting channel, and the actual bosses can be found in the boss teasers. Once the voting has concluded, keep an eye on boss reveals. That is all I'm going to say about it. So, let's pull the handbrake, open the door, and you will see that we have traveled to the end. Because these nerds are just grinding it. Yeah, that's actually probably another thing. Oh, okay. Abusing powers like that. Okay. Okay. I see you, Nickum. I see you. I see you. Nickum, you naughty, naughty boy. Alright, well that's it for this tutorial, folks. If you liked it, please like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't like it, just dislike it. Doesn't matter to me. But I will see you guys